Hello, YouTube family. It's your girl, Sunshine. I just wanted to do a video talking about Gayle King and Oprah and Kobe Bryant and Snoop Dogg and the Susan Rice situation because I want to share my thoughts, how I feel about it. I'm very surprised, I will say, that this situation is still going on. I'm very shocked because, America has a tendency to let things go after a day or so, and especially a week. And I mean, this is just keep going and going and going. And I remember doing a video talking about Ascension, this year being the year of Ascension, and people seeing things for what they are and getting a better understanding of the BS that's surrounding us and moving forward in a different direction. And with this situation, I feel like, yep, see, I said it. I knew that this would happen because Snoop Dogg awakened us all. He said what he had to say, whether you like it or not. It needed to be said, and it had to be harsh. When you're bullying someone and they want you to stop bullying them, the only thing they can do, if you tried everything, if you went to the principal's office and they're not doing anything, or you told your parents and your parents said, well, just walk the other way, try to avoid them. But yet you stood up for yourself and then you fought back and it got ugly, it got dirty. Some things just have to happen that way. It is what it is. I mean, and I feel like Snoop Dogg saying what he said, it had to happen. And I really don't care about, what he said. I don't lose any sleep at night because of how he said what he said about Gayle. Because I feel like she needed to hear that. Oprah needed somebody to tell her ass that. But instead, it ended up just being Gayle. And now Oprah knows what she needs to do or what she doesn't need to do. And I feel like they both going to take it easy when it comes to black folks. Because the thing of it is, you keep picking on a group of a certain racial group, America. And at some point, someone's going to get fed up and someone's going to stand up. And Snoop Dogg is not a leader for anybody. He's a person who felt the way he felt and stood up for it and said what he needed to say. And a lot of folks agreed with him. And I still agree with him. And I understand he had to change things up because, he doesn't want any heat, or, he got commercials, he got his TV show, and, he doesn't want to mess up anything. And I'm sure he said everything out of anger instead of thinking about it first. He probably just went ahead and did it, but it is what it is. It had to be said. It's been said. And now I feel like, we can move forward from that. I've posted a lot of comments on other people's page and or channel, and I received a lot of heat for stating that, I agree with Snoop's delivery. A lot of women said, oh, well, he shouldn't have spoke to a black woman like that. Like, who the fuck is this black woman? Like, to me, if something needs to be said, you say it. Like, I don't care that you're a black man, and he shouldn't care that I'm a black woman. If you're pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and poking, somebody gonna say something that's gonna be harsh. And with her being in the business of journalism, she should understand that. I'm sure she's had a lot of threats. If she hasn't, then, I'll question her journalistic skills. Because you can't be for the people all the time, and you have to go against the grain. That's what a lot of people who claim to be journalists say. You have to ask those tough questions that no one else wants to ask. So with that, comes criticism, comes folks, hating you, hating the life you live, hating you as a person, And now I don't know what death threat she's received because we haven't heard of any evidence of actual death threats. So when Oprah says that she's been receiving death threats and it's not fair and uh F both of y'all. Like, I've been done with Oprah, and I couldn't care less about her or Gayle or this Susan Rice lady. Like, I couldn't care a lick about any of them women because I don't know anything that they have done positively for black women, black people. I don't. I don't. So I don't feel nothing for them. And I mean, I do respect Snoop more because I like his music. I like some movies Oprah's made, but they were all degrading to black people. And I know Snoop music, a lot of people will argue and say that, a lot of his music was degrading to black women. But, that's your choice if you want to listen to it. Just like it's your choice if you choose to watch one of Oprah's degrading ass movies. So to each his own. But I mean, it is what it is. I still don't like Oprah. And I never liked Gayle. And this Susan Rice lady, I really don't like her. And that's just it. And I understand why they brought up all the rape allegations after his passing. I feel like they did all that so that all the media, not just Gayle, still Gayle, all of them, when they brought up his rape charges and he's not even in the ground yet, and it hadn't even been a week after he passed, and they're bringing up his rape allegations from 2003, they did that so that the current generation and the generations after this generation would know who Kobe is or what he stood for or what was going on with him. That's why they did that. It's like, oh, let's not forget. Let's not forget what he did. But my thing of it, just have that same energy when you're talking about any white man who passed, celebrity, who passed. Just have that same energy. That's my thing. Because what we know is that they don't. When it comes to white men, they don't have anything to say about all these white men who have abused women, raped women, sexually assaulted women. No one speaks on that. I mean, now they have the Harvey Weinstein case that's in trial right now. But even with that, like, I want to see a documentary, a Lifetime documentary about Harvey Weinstein and all his sexual assault cases and everything. I want to see one done on him, just like they did one on R. Kelly. I want to see give me that same energy that you gave me for R. Kelly. Give me that for Harvey Weinstein and, the Subway guy. What's the Subway guy? What is his name? The Subway guy, because he had a couple years ago, he had some child molestation, child pornography found in his home, and it was a whole bunch of mess going on about that. I haven't heard anything about that since. This Kevin Spacey guy. Okay, and one of his, the last one of his accusers just died. Give me that same energy. I want that same energy. When you talk about black men, I want to hear you talk about white men also. If not, then it seems racist and it seems like you're picking, and I'm talking about the media, you're picking on a certain group of people, and that's not cool. Someone's going to stand up at some point, and then what? You're going to be upset because, they stood up. Why they said what they said? Because, bitch, it was time to say it. Okay, someone need to say it. A lot of times people are just they'll say what they say and they'll just keep quiet. They'll put their head down afterwards. They'll feel like it's nothing I could do, but yeah, just move on. But Snoop Dogg stood up. He said what he had to say, and I'm proud of him for saying that, because I feel like it awakened a lot of us up to what's going on. And now it's like more celebrities have gotten on board and said a lot of stuff. And it's sad that celebrities have to be the people who stand up and say these things. But it is whatever. Thanks for standing up. I salute you, Snoop Dogg. I stand behind you on this one right here. And when it comes to the next thing, because there will be more allegations, there will be more dislike and hate towards black men, the next person who stand up, I'll probably stand right beside them also. And, I feel like black women, we have to stand up for these black men. And I know this girl tried to argue me down on someone's channel I was on, and I was talking about Snoop Dogg, what he said about Gayle, and, the fact that he called her a bitch or whatever. And, I don't care. Like, who cares that he called her a bitch? I mean, that Susan Rice lady, she straight threatened him. And ain't no charges or anything have been put on her that I know of or brought up on her. And she just straight up threatened the whole person on social media. And she was security or something for Obama or something, not security. Anyway, she worked under Obama. And it's like, okay, this how you handle situations? Okay, all right. Well, then you could get the heat too. Okay? You can't, what is it? Cash a check, your ass can't. You can't write a check, your ass can't cash. It is what it is. You can't go out here and say stuff, and then when someone respond back and you hurt and you mad, if you're a journalist and that's what you do, you pick and you probe and you rebuttal until you can't anymore. And then you can't be mad at folks when they give you a lot of heat from what you say, from the questions that you ask, from the interviews that you do, because that comes with the job. Everyone's not going to like everything that you do. It's just that simple. So, don't be all scared now. Like Oprah said, Gayle is scared. She's just scared. She's getting death threats. And bitch, please. I don't believe none of that. I don't. I haven't seen any proof of that. And I feel like that was another attack on black people, because I'm sure Oprah is not saying that white men are attacking her. I'm sure she's saying that it's these big black mystery men that are out here threatening Gayle and, got Gayle scared to go to sleep at night. And, now she has to beef up her security from these unseen, unknown, mystery black men. These boogie black men. Because, of course, all black men are boogeymen, right? But anyway, another thing I wanted to talk about was how black women some black women like to praise white men and put black men down. And it's like, okay, so you were not picked in high school and middle school. It's like, you need to get therapy from that, okay? Because everybody doesn't like everybody. And for a lot of people, it's a preference. A black man, depending on who he is, he might not like every shade of black woman. And I feel like that's a preference. I don't see anything wrong with that, because as a black woman, I feel that same way also. Like, I'm not attracted to the lighter skinned black man, but I love all black men. Okay? And I have light-skinned black men in my family, and I love them, but I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with a light-skinned black male. But I'm not going to say that. I mean, I said it just now, but I only said that to make a point, because I wouldn't just go around saying something like that, because I feel like it's irrelevant and who gives a fuck, you know? But it's black women who are like, oh, these white men, they're this, they're that, and we love white men, and oh, my white man, and it's like, girl, bye. A white man is just as bad as any other man. I mean, let's think about, their ancestors, okay? Their ancestors were some very horrible people, okay? And I wouldn't put it past them for them not to be somewhat just like them, okay? Because their ancestors enslaved people, beat people, killed people, molested people, castrated people, stole a whole group of people, enslaved a whole group of people, but yet white man is all everything, he's the cream of the crop. Nah, you ain't about to tell me that shit don't stink, cause I already know. I know it does. I'm sorry. It's like Jehovah Witness or someone out here in my neighborhood. Like, I haven't seen Jehovah Witness people since I've been a kid, but it's some older black women that's walking around ringing everybody's doorbell out here in my neighborhood. And yeah, I'm not even answering that. But anyway, so like I was saying, and then you have the black men who have made comments like, oh, I don't like dark-skinned women and this and that, like Tyrese and Chris Brown. And I'm like, okay, but why you gotta make an announcement about it? Like, who cares? No one cares. Why make an announcement about it? That's when it's dirty. So you have those people in your race, and it's like, whatever. Who cares? No one cares. Moving on. What I do care about is black love. I'm all for black love, and I have seen lately in social media a lot of black postings of black couples, and I just love to see that. And I feel like because of everything that's going on with Gayle and Snoop Dogg, I feel like something has started where black people are coming together and loving each other, and I love to see it. I'm all for it, and I want to see more of it. I have a black man that I love dearly, and I love to see happy black couples. That's just my thing. I love to see it. I like to watch black movies. I just love that black love, and it is what it is. It is what it is. But, I just feel like if you have a preference, you should keep your preference to yourself, like, so it wouldn't hurt anyone else. Who cares? No one cares. So if you saying it, then now you're opening the door up for someone to get on your ass. And then don't be surprised when they get on your ass and you like, oh, well, why they turn on me? It's because I like this, that, and that. Yeah, because you said something, you made a public statement, and now everybody gonna get on your ass. Like, people have the right to say what they want to say about how I feel about, what I just said. And then I have to deal with that. And it is what it is. So you can't turn around and say, oh, now you want to play the victim, even though you fucked up. You fucked up. Yeah, you fucked up. And somebody going to call you on your shit. And then what? And then you just have to know that, yeah, you fucked up. You messed up pretty bad. And it is what it is. Now you have to live with that. Now that's going to be hanging over your head, and everyone, when they see you, when they hear your name, that's what they're going to talk about. And I'm also glad that the situation has gone on as long as it has, because that let people like Okra and Gayle and the Susan Rice That let people like them know that we're not finna stand for this mess. Y'all about to stop talking about our black men. We have woken up. We are wide awake. We are wide awake. And we're coming together. And if y'all want to keep, poking and keep coming with that mess, trying to diss our black men, then y'all got to deal with us, the public. Okay? Y'all got to deal with us. Social media, we're going to be all on social media talking about how y'all are playing your own people, dissing your own people, all to make white daddy happy. That's all it is. Doing all this to make white people feel comforted, and that's some coonish behavior. It is. I'm call it like I see it. That's coonerish behavior, and it's not even necessary. So, yeah, it is what it is. I just wanted to get my thoughts out here because I was surprised that this conversation is still going on this late in February. Mid-February is still going on. I'm all for it because I know a change is about to come, and it's Black History Month. So what better time to have a discussion like this and get to know people and understand a group of people and who they are and what they stand for? Because whether you like it or not, we stood for something this February 2020. Okay? We said enough is enough. Snoop Dogg spoke up for all of us who feel the same way he feel. And I bet you Gayle and Okra won't do no mess like that again. I bet you they'll have to sign somebody else up to do their dirty work. Watch what I say. Watch what I say. I'm here for it. I will be watching. Yeah, so if you like my video, press that subscribe button so you can see more, and hit that like button and leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. It is what it is. I won't block you. If you don't agree, to each his own. I'm glad you viewed the video. You have a blessed day.